Hi, this is Robert Planek, the owner of Brutal Iron Gym. I'm doing a kind of chest and tricep workout. It's kind of like an upper body workout. I'll probably throw in some shoulders, maybe some back or something. It's what I do at like a secondary bench press day. So I like to train for strength, but also for size. So one of my kind of push muscle kind of bench press days is strength-based. The other one's volume-based. So I'm going to show the volume one today. So what I'm starting with is actually cable tricep press downs. I'm using a mag handle, which is maximum advantage grip. If you can see that, hopefully there. And I just use different handles all the time. We have a bunch of different handles here at the gym. So we have like different neutral ones, angled ones, single hands, loops, kind of like a nunchuck, like straight handle, a bunch of different ones. So I use a different one all the time, just try to get some kind of tricep pump. I'll even use our ski erg from Concept 2. They have the ski erg that people will use like with full body motion. I'll just sit there and do tricep press downs, reverse flies. But I like starting this workout with something that gets some blood flow into the elbows, something that kind of warms up the body. So I'll go ahead and show you a set. I don't typically work for like maximum weight load. I'm just basically pressing down, trying to squeeze my triceps. And like I said, just getting some blood flow into the elbow joint. Just trying to wake up the joints of the press. So after I do this, I usually do this with a couple warm-up sets of some type of press. So whether I do like a dumbbell press, whether I do a machine press, Smith machine press, or like a barbell, it's just usually some type of press. So I'll get sets of like 20 in with that. And then today I'm actually doing kind of like reverse benching. So my dad and I built a bench press ourselves that has this kind of top feature, has pegs that you can adjust anywhere you want. And we have it set up for a reverse band. So let me actually go to this side. I might be able to better see with the light. And typically what I do is I warm up with sets of 10, and then I'll kind of work my way up, maybe a set of 5 or so. The idea of this day is if I'm a little pre-exhausted, it's okay. I'm not worrying about the total weight, just a bunch of volume. So I'll show you a set of 10. So that's a close grip bench. Just trying to work on the triceps, work on the chest and front shoulders. So I'll do some sets, just get progressively heavier, and I'll show you some top end efforts. But these are the first two movements: cable tricep press downs, any grip you want, and then a chest press for a bunch of sets of 10s into working up to sets of 5s, and any kind of chest press you want. Cool. So I worked up to some top end sets. I figured I'd show you guys one. So we're going to do about 20 reps on the cable press down, somewhere between 5 and 10 reps on the chest press. So this is what a full working set would look like. So in this, I'm being mindful of not only pushing down, but I'm also trying to spread the handle apart. And that helps to further activate the tricep. So that's one of the cool aspects about this handle, is I can get kind of a dual plane of tension, so I can get tension straight up and down, and as I come down and try to pull the handle apart, I'm getting another kind of angle of tension. So it's really, really helpful to annoy the crap out of the triceps, which is really good. And I'm probably around 20 right there. One more for good measure. Okay, so that burns like crazy. Yay. Now we'll set up for the bench press. And again, like I said, my goal here on these is about like 5 to 10 reps, somewhere in there. Just trying to get a good pump through the triceps and chest muscles. So let's see how I do. So the goal on these will be to do about 3 to 5 top end sets. So usually when it starts to get difficult, I'll call that set 1. Try to get like 1 or 2 kind of medium, pretty hard sets, then 2 or so kind of killer sets. So that was good. So that's the first part of the workout. Tricep press downs for high volume, about sets of 20 reps, any handle you want. Then some form of a chest press, whether it's a barbell or dumbbells, sets between 5 and 10 reps. Okay, we'll move on to the next. Okay, so I'm in the next section of the workout. So the first part was some kind of warm-up, we said, for the elbow joints and kind of shoulder joints. That could be tricep press downs like we did. It can also be, we said, like a ski erg, doing tricep press downs, reverse flies. You can even do push-ups. You can do anything that is a very light, kind of medium level stress to the musculature, but allows for blood flow to the elbows. We then did a really heavy style press that we said kind of top end sets of 3 to 5 reps. 5 to 10 reps. 3 to 5 is on the heavy day, 5 to 10 is on a high volume day. Now what I'm doing is I'm switching over to unilateral single limb options. So I want to kind of isolate my triceps. I'm doing an underhand kind of cable press down, which I'll show you in a second. Then I'm pairing that with just one arm kind of like cable crossovers. So the idea of this is that you have each side be independent so they can kind of develop equally if there's some discrepancy side to side. You can do, it doesn't have to be a cable press down, you can do skull crushers. You can do anything that allows each arm to move differently. Same thing with the chest. I'm going to do a cable crossover kind of fly. But you can do this with dumbbells, you can do it with machine. Anything that, again, allows each side to compete against each other, where the strong side can't just do all the work. So I'll show you one arm on each of these exercises so it doesn't get too long. But I'm using this pole here just to kind of brace. Elbows down by my side, and I'm just kind of pressing down. An underhand grip helps to work the inner edge of the tricep, go down in here on the inside of my elbow. So our tricep is 3 muscles. That's kind of what the word tricep means. We have our lateral head out here. We have the long head of the tricep, and then we have this inner head. And this grip helps focus on the inside. This is really good for building mass on the bottom edge of the upper arm, which is kind of the part that sticks out under your t-shirt. So if I get here, I usually do about 10 to 20 reps, somewhere in there. So a couple like sets of 20. As they get harder, I let it go ahead and keep getting heavier and get out of 10. But this movement helps build this portion here. Rather than up in here under the shirt, this builds the thickness under the t-shirt. So that's helpful to know. The next thing we're doing is I would then do my other arm for the same reps, 10 to 20. The next thing I have is a cable crossover. I'm using my machine over here to brace myself. And then I'm doing a kind of single arm fly. And again, this is 10 to 20 reps. The idea is to get a really good stretch up into the armpit, but keep it in my chest. So my arm is actually slightly bent. I'm not letting my arm extend, which then hurts my shoulder. So I'm keeping the arm slightly bent, and I'm squeezing in, trying to bring my hand across my body. So if you're looking at me from this angle, as I'm bringing the cable across, I'm actually squeezing past the midline, and that helps me better activate the inner edge of the chest as well. So I'm going to do those exercises back and forth. Again, it's kind of like 3 to 5 total sets. If the 3 feels miserable enough, I'll be done there. If I want a couple extra sets, I'll go up to 5 sets. And again, I usually start at sets of 20 that are hard, keep adding weight down to a couple sets of 10 that are hard. So that's the next superset. So give that a try, and then I'll show you our finisher. Okay, to finish up the workout, what I'm doing now is kind of an exercise off our shoulder free motion shoulder machine. I have some blue pads here, and I'm doing almost like an incline fly, which I'll show in a second. But the point of what to finish with is just something that targets one of the weaknesses or areas you want to focus within the group of movements today. So today was a kind of chest, front shoulder, and tricep, kind of like a pushing muscles type day. So one of the things I'm working on is trying to get like broader across my upper chest, kind of get some depth there, get some detail, some fullness. So I'm doing an incline fly. For you, if your goal would be to increase your triceps, you can do a tricep thing. If your goal is to add up more like side deltoids, you can do some lateral raises. Just kind of finish with something that you feel targets a weakness of yours that you want to focus on. So I'll show you a set of these and we'll see how we go. pretty effective. So, something I was doing on those that you may have picked up on was as I was coming together for the fly, I was turning my hand overhanded, and that helps target more of the fibers up across the top. So, all this combined is a workout structure you can use. We did, remember, a elbow warm-up, something to warm up your elbows. We did a heavy kind of pressing motion. That could be barbell, dumbbells, machines, anything like that. So the warm-up of the triceps around 20 reps. Heavy stuff is working sets of 5 to 10. Then we did unilateral tricep press downs, unilateral chest flies, things like that. Allows us to do unilateral work on tricep and chest. And usually those are 10 to 20 reps, and then some kind of fun finisher. So I'll include a write-up of this workout concept in the post that I make. But this is just a fun example of how to put together a really good kind of push workout. You can try the exercises I did. You can plug in your own. Just have fun with it, and hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks.